life, yeah, I know it's real. Wanna see you telling people, tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading in the spirit, my vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy, I'm fading in the spirit, my vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy.
Never lie, but if you must lie, lie in the arms of the one you love. I've got a love hangover, so if this is real, don't put me over. I want to feel all your love. I want to feel all your love. So let me hold. I want to hold on to you, babe. Just let me hold on to you, babe. Why must I think that I don't deserve the love that I do? And why must I be surprised that love comes from you? Yeah, one of a kind. So glad that you're mine. They say that love is hard to find. It's good as gold, so don't ever fall. And baby, just let me hold on to you, babe. Just let me hold on to you, babe. I've got a love hangover, so if this is real, please don't pull me over. I've got a love hangover, so if this is real, please don't pull me over. I want to hold on to you, babe. Just let me hold on to you, babe. I want to hold on to you, babe. Just let me hold on to you, babe. I've got a love hangover. So if this is real, don't pull me over.
No doubt, it's your boy, the Joker, Overlook MC, right here live on the Vet Green Show. Yes, she be on in a sec. What's going on with y'all? That was that opening music video right there with Equasia, Love Hangover. You know what I'm saying? Making it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a good conversation today. Make sure you share, and all the people that's on the YouTube side, please share to your platforms. Let everybody know that we're live right now, and make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. We here to definitely give enlightenment on what's going on, and give y'all some hot topics and good conversation and all that. You know what I mean? But definitely, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate everybody tuned in at this time. And make it do what it do. We go into another video, and she'll be back in a minute. It's your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC. No doubt.
big frame picture. Someone that's gonna help me do the dishes. Chocolate spells with a bouquet. Someone that's gonna love me on my worst day. I want a healthy communication. Go on night trips, vacation. Someone who says they're sorry after we get done arguing. Is it so damn bad that I'm a girl who just wants love? Why does it feel so hard to find someone who actually shows up? Get to know me, call me slowly, show me chivalry. Hoping I can find a guy that gets down on one knee. I don't wanna give up, I just wanna find love. Someone that caters to us, warm and when he's in love. I don't wanna give up, I just wanna find love. Show appreciation to all this effort. Trust, loyalty, honesty, respect. Warm up in my body and get me in the bed. Wanna know about me and my intellect. Wanna see action, I don't wanna hear words. Show me some affection, that will be my best hug. Got genuine intentions, so I stay alert. I don't wanna give up on love. Please don't repeat my past hurt. Is it so damn bad that I'm a girl who just wants love? Why does it feel so hard to find someone who actually shows up? Get to know me, call me slowly, show me chivalry. Hoping I can find a guy that gets down on one knee. I don't wanna give up, I just wanna find love. Someone that caters to us, warm and when he's in love. I don't wanna give up, I just wanna find love. Show appreciation to all his efforts.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It is the Vet Green Show. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. How you doing, bro?
Yes, hanging in there, hanging in there. You know, it's been a
Thank
real busy day for me. Real busy day.
Yeah, it's definitely been a day for me. I have left my phone in the post office. Went to get money orders for my mom and my uncle, and forgot to even grab the money orders. Thank God for good people.
Yeah.
Because I could have been got. I could have
Yeah,
been
yeah,
got. I mean,
yeah.
I was in my car. Okay, it's
Yeah,
been real. It's been
yeah,
real.
yeah. That's the Most High. What you got to get them angels and the protectors around you at all times. That's
Mm,
that prayer.
mm.
That's that
Oh,
covenant.
my,
That's that prayer right there. You know, that's that prayer that I probably said 2 days ago.
Our Father God knows exactly what we are going to face in our lives, knows what we're going to face, and
Yeah,
shields us from, the things that's really trying to hurt us. But we trying to get through the mud is
yeah, yeah.
we. So what you eating on today, bro? What's for dinner?
Yeah, the wife just came home. She bought I had a little lunch. I had some, but I had me some, maybe a little, a beer battered chicken sandwich, and
Ooh.
something for the, for the medic. I can take my medication, so I gotta have, something heavy. Had got that, and a little bit of lemon water, and old Sweet Tea had her physical, so she taking her medicine, and she,
How's she doing?
she doing good. She's just sleeping a lot,
Yeah. How
Yeah,
old is she now?
she just turned 3.
Oh, she's a baby.
Yeah, she's got her 3. She got her 3-year-old, her shots, her physical, and everything, and got all cleaned up inside, and now she just tired, moping, and want to lay on
Oh,
daddy all day, but daddy got to work, and she give me that look on the face like, okay, I'll lay on the couch by myself then, with a little cafe. Bless her heart.
I didn't know she was that young. She's a baby. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
yeah.
I bet she
In
is still
dog
young.
years, she's 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did she still bite things up? I remember when my granddogs were young like that, they were teething. So
Yeah.
they would bite shoes and stuff up.
Oh,
They
yeah,
don't
yeah.
do it anymore. They don't.
No, no, she good now. When she did do it, we had to give her bones and stuff. Get the
Okay.
bones around and the Kong around, put some peanut butter in it for her, so she know that's hers. And
Oh,
yeah, she's good. Yeah, she's good. She don't tear up no nothing. She get excited and jump around. Might knock over
yeah.
the Christmas tree and knock over some things, but get excited jumping around. But nah, she don't. She's real good. She's a good dog. Yeah.
I love dogs because they're so perceptive. They can tell when you aren't feeling well. Like
Oh yeah.
I was sick over the weekend and I was in the bed most of the weekend, and my little grand dog Pano, the oldest one, she's 11.
Yeah.
She's laying in the bed with me, and she did not want anybody coming near me. Don't come near my bed. Talk to my grandma from the door because she is barking and growling, and they're
Yeah.
like, Pano, like I'm just coming to say hi. She's like, my Grammy is sick. Don't come
Yeah.
near her. Okay.
She knows when I'm upset. When I get upset, she jumps on me and put her hands across my chest. Tell me
Mm.
relax. When I get upset. No, she knows.
Aw.
She knows. Yeah, she definitely supports. She definitely my counsel. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. We have a lot to talk about tonight, everybody. And thank you to those who are joining us right now. And thank you to those who are watching the replay of this. I appreciate you. Some of the things that I want to address is our unwillingness in the Black community to step forward
Mm.
when there is a crime being done. I just came from a meeting, and some of the things that we spoke about are the open cases right here in Lackawanna.
Mm.
Thank you to Detective Aaron Brennan for joining the conversation during that meeting and providing us with a lot of just guiding us and providing us with information, and also asking the question, what can we do as the Lackawanna Police Department? What more can we do to help the situation? A lot of people have retired. I know some of us may not have known that. I didn't know Leo had retired. He
Yeah.
retired 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Did not know that. Some of the things that I suggested right away is like engaging with the community, because in order to gain that confidence, you have to engage with the community. And thank you to everybody who's joining us tonight. Right now, I am talking about the old cases, the open cases right here in my hometown, Lackawanna, New York. There's a couple of murder cases, people that we knew. That are open right now. And unfortunately, it is very difficult for them to solve it because we as a community are so used to not speaking to the police because we don't trust them.
Mhm.
And I brought that up again because Leo was a madman. I've seen Leo beat down gentlemen that I knew. We were teenagers, and God forbid if you were standing on a corner, you got beat down. I saw that. So they need to change the perception of what the Lackawanna Police Department is right now. Currently, it looks like the community. There's from what I heard, there's 6 African American cops on there. They have women police. They have a few Arab Muslim people. And then they have, of course, they have the white people. But I think that we need to change the perception of what the police does for us, because we as people, and this is just my opinion, I feel like we need to police our community first. Like we need to stand up and say, you know what? No, this is not going
Right.
on. What's your thoughts on that, bro? What are your thoughts on that? Because I know, like, we grew up during the same time, and the perception of the police was, they were beating people down.
Yeah, I think a lot of us growing up, we was more organized. We was more responsible in our coming up. You know what I'm saying? We always had, like you said before, we had this conversation before in a couple of shows back month ago. But that, we always had the neighbors always looked out, you know, even the mailman looked out. Like, don't be doing that. You don't supposed to be, saying they was part of the community. They was part of the family. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And we knew, the mailman and or the next door neighbor, the lady across the street that watered her grass. Like everybody, you always had surveillance everywhere
Mm-hmm.
you went of somebody making sure everybody was safe. We
Mm-hmm.
was policing the neighborhood. Saying our people was policing us. So you couldn't sneak out the house and trying to go to your boyfriend's house. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Mrs. Jones across the way is watching, gonna call your mom at work. And
Mm-hmm.
your daughter then walked up down the street down to Marianne in them house. Like, don't you put me in the house doing the homework? Sure
Mm-hmm.
did. And then you do it what Mrs. Jones do. Walk down there. Come on. You don't supposed
Yeah,
to be
we
out
don't
here.
have.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't. You know what? You're right. We don't have the Miss Tinas, the Miss Emily's to guide us because it does take a village to raise children. It
mhm,
takes a village to police a community, and I agree with you 100%. We need more of that.
yeah.
We need more of that. Do you think that um we are just afraid to speak up, afraid to say something?
But this generation is different. Like, this generation is different now since they changed the laws of different things because of the 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 corrupt that some of our people did with us coming up did corrupt some of that. You know what I mean? And now it's different to where, you're not gonna talk to my child that way.
That part.
Yeah, you get you got a person next door, your neighbors, they got 9 kids and 7 different baby daddies, like, next
That
door.
part.
You know what I mean? And now you mean I can't exclude your child after they on my lawn messing up my garden? Like, what do you mean?
Doing
Like,
something wrong.
I
Doing
was
something
not
wrong.
saying that. So why your kids is messing up my property on my end? So I'm supposed to not say nothing? I'm supposed to
Mm-hmm.
let that slide? Oh, I gotta wait till you come home and tell you after they didn't tow up, half my garden? No, like, it's like it's different now. It's like, yeah, you have to be shook because now people is shooting and in that way too. Fighting and shooting and getting ratchet in that area too. So sometimes you just gotta mind your business just to live life. And while your kids outside rebelling, so when something go wrong, now they want people to speak up. You know what I'm saying? When something happen, your child get beat up, your child get shot. Now you want us to speak up.
Being
But when
reactive.
that same child that got shot is that same child that broke my window last week.
Yeah. No longer should we be reactive. We need to be proactive in
Yeah.
our community. I am an advocate for us taking back our streets because I realize nobody's coming to save us. Like
Yeah.
nobody is coming to save us. And I wish and I pray that more people realize that like we have to save ourselves. That SOS save ourselves. We have to do it and it's going to begin by doing that. By doing just what you talked about. We
Yeah.
need more of the Miss Tinas and the Miss Emily's so when you're doing something wrong, that child can be told you're doing something wrong.
Mhm.
And parents, we need to let these people, if they see that our kids are doing something wrong, we need to let them say that they're doing something wrong and not think, not use our childhood. You may have had a bad incident where somebody was just malicious to you, somebody was just mean to you, and that's why you are the way you are
Yeah.
because you don't trust people because you grew up and people weren't nice to you. Well, we need to change that stigma because there's people like myself in the community. If I see a child doing something wrong, I am going to say something and ask, okay, where
Right.
are your parents? Where are your parents? You know what I mean? We need more of that. Hey, Tamara, I see you joining. Thank you so much for joining. We need more of that because our community is going to crap, everybody. It is
It
going
is.
to
It is.
crap.
My thing is, my question is also too is like, what can we do to get more people like this, like you already active? How we get, you know what I mean? People that's in your neighborhood they always get involved because that's the thing. Nothing's not going to move unless a certain number of people in that neighborhood is going to the meeting, like you going to the meeting, going to the council meetings, and going to these community functions where they have gatherings and emergency things that's going on. I know people working a 9 to 5, but who can come in that address that you stay in to take that place to, you know what I'm saying, to make change, to help it get changed. Like, 'cause, you know, 'cause me knowing how things work and knowing being around things in Buffalo, and I knew a lot of the people that was active, just me living in the Hurdle area, living there, you know what I'm saying, a majority of my stay before I moved out. So I've noticed that everybody gets involved. Every homeowner, every business owner goes to these meetings and support. And you know, and I learned a lot from my brother-in-law who owned the house. He used to go to them too, as a homeowner. And it's important to know. And you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and people don't know that if you're a homeowner or a business owner and you go to these meetings and you sign in your name in that book, it's possible that you can get tax cuts for doing that. There's benefits to that, to all types of things, for, you know, stuff like that they don't know about. But some people just don't, like neighbors don't go. It's helping your neighborhood out. It's helping the value of your property in that neighborhood. It's helping everything that stands for, you know what I'm saying? Because some people just say, well, I'm just living here, minding my business. Like, you know, but you got kids now. You know, they got to keep this thing going when they get older. So how can we get those people involved?
Yeah. What I suggested is like community gatherings. Like we really need to get out there and take back our community, because one of the first things also is that we need to know who it is that is serving and protecting us. That's the first. I feel, and I did say that to Detective Aaron Brennan. He provided a lot of information for us, a lot of things that we need to do as a community. He was very open to suggestions of how they can be better. But I think that it really is doing what you said, bro, that we need more of those people, the Mrs. Jones, the Mrs. Tina, the Miss Emily, the Miss Reese, who's gonna tell you, okay, girl, I see you up them stairs. Yep. I'm telling your mama, you ain't got no business up them stairs.
Yep.
You know?
I know my mom used to bring notes in their mailbox, like, you know, I'm gonna be working overtime today. You know what I'm saying? So and so, old man. That's my nickname, man. And my sister Booby, man. And Booby be home by 4:30, 4:15. So, you know, and they supposed to be doing their homework at this time. They supposed to be doing their chores at this time. They supposed to be taking a bath at this time. And they don't punishment. They don't supposed to be outside. So if you see them, give me a call and also let them know that you see them. You know, yeah. You know, she used to leave letters in the mailbox. Yeah. So, you know, we wouldn't get away with nothing. Yeah, we wouldn't get away with nothing. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. And your nickname is Man and Booby. I'm Booby too.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
Let me share this. I'm just sharing this.
Yeah, but that's how you supposed to see. Now it's like you can't do that now. Like, everybody fighting against one another now. One building and the project's got to beef with this building. You know what I mean? This block, I just probably you live right across the street from somebody. That side of the street got beef with this side of the street. You know what I mean? You got to walk on each side of the street just to go both ways, because it's always drama. It's like, come on now, like, you know, you got too much going on that it ain't the same no more.
Yeah, some of the things that we spoke about is people not being willing to come forward, and I said that a little while ago, that people are unwilling to come forward. I feel like we need to change our mindset of what it means to snitch. If you are helping an investigation and you have information that could lead to an arrest, you are not snitching. You are helping in the investigation. That mindset of snitching, we have to get rid of. Snitching is if you are doing something wrong and you go on and you get caught and you go and tell on somebody else. Now that I feel is snitching.
Yeah.
because you done got caught up in your mess. You know you was doing wrong.
Yeah,
You done
yeah.
got caught up in your mess, and now you want to bring somebody else along in
Yeah,
your
you
mess.
got caught, but James and Tyrone got away.
Yeah, so now you want to tell on James and Tyrone. Now that's snitching,
That's snitching. Yeah,
right? Would you agree? Anybody
Yeah.
else watching live or watching the replay, what would you call snitching? I'm going to
Yeah.
put that in here. What would you call snitching? Because
yeah, right. Yeah,
that
you know,
is
yeah, that's snitching. Now, if you go y'all doing the same thing, you get caught, but James and Tyrone and got away.
mhm.
You know, you ain't go get James and Tyrone. They walked up, one jumped the fence, and the other one, that's snitching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, now they know you. They like who then ask where the other ones go. I don't know. Who was you with? I mean, it was just me. You know, you got to hold it down. You got to take one for the team, and guess what? They're gonna look out for you.
Mhm.
Whatever.
So family,
Yeah.
family. Yeah, please change your mindset of what it means to snitch. We need these cases closed, and in order to close them, you have to, if you have any information leading up to the arrest, just having a conversation is not snitching. A lot of the comments that I keep hearing, and I heard this personally myself, and I did hear it tonight, is that the police are being told you need to do your job. Well, that is their job. They are trying to put together the puzzle, and you may be holding the glue. Something that you are holding on to, whether it is a conversation that you know was had, anything, you may be the glue to piece the puzzle together.
Yeah, and I think some people that don't tell too, because they got so many surveillance right now, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of them surveillance they prototypes, and some of them don't work. You know what I mean? But they got them up to scare people, so it do get kind of confusing to a person that do want to say something like, "Do your job. You have the surveillance right there. You do your job. Like, go look at the camera." But we don't know that that's a prototype. We don't know if that camera worked, but y'all got it there. Y'all say it's the camera there. You know what I mean? And I know they put more cameras up on a lot of areas, especially in the Lackawanna, South Buffalo area. I just seen a post from the Buffalo News saying the budget they have for the cameras for that side of town, and that's a big budget for cameras on the light posts and all that. It's a big budget out in South Buffalo right now. So yeah, so it's like you got surveillance now, like you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, I understand in a way why people is not going to tell them do their job, because let us know. Listen, the camera don't work right there, but it's going to be fixed soon. They need to start doing memos and doing a text blast or email blast, like camera number so and so on street. You know what I'm saying? Ingham and Ridge is out of order. So if something going on, please report it. Let us be aware of those things. You know what I mean? Don't use them as guinea pigs. They're trying to make y'all doing something. Think y'all doing something. No. Put us involved in the situation. Let us know.
Let me ask you this, and those of you who are watching us live and watching the replay, if you had an incident where a family member was killed, they were unlived, and the perpetrator was arrested, but unfortunately the DA said that they need more than one, at least two people to come forward to provide information, just to provide insight. And when it comes down to it, one of the person recants. So the predator is released. Now they know, they have enough information where they know who committed this crime. And again, I'll go back and say the DA says that they need two additional witnesses just to corroborate what's going on. They have the person of interest in custody. They know who did this. They know the rap sheet that this person had. But unfortunately, because a person recants, they have to release them. How would you feel?
That's the law. And it makes sense, but then it don't make sense. Like, you can't hold them for another 24 hours or something.
Mm-hmm.
There can't be no type of like a time period to give it time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To be fair on both ends, but then again, I understand. Um, if you don't have the information and you don't have the information you need to hold them or lock them up, and then so be it. But still to have some type of guidelines, like okay, in this case, that's one of those laws that got to be changed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They can you can hold them at least 24 hours. I know it's something probably the law about 24 hours now, or that you might have to change that's probably got signed. So if that's the case, then say we hold them for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Something, you know what I mean? Just go ahead and help the situation out to give us some type of, know that this person is okay. This person is holding for another 12, so we got 12 hours to give them evidence, or, you know, and maybe some people in the community will speak up there.
Yeah. Tamara says that's bull crap. They do that to who they want to do it to. The law is crooked and I don't trust them. They make the rules for whoever they want to make the rules for. I don't know about the situation. So I'm just talking about past experiences. You know what, Tamara? I brought that up in the meeting as well. Because right now, a lot of us are viewing the Lackawanna Police Department via our past experiences. We are viewing it from the Joe Leo days. And unfortunately, he did a lot. Like he did a lot to the community in the first ward. And it was allowed. A lot of us did not realize that was not normal.
Yeah, and
we realized it wasn't normal.
See why they do that. They do that because a lot of us don't know the law.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, fam, thank you so much for joining tonight.
And I think they should have some type of learning program for the community for young kids to know certain basic laws like that one. And then it get to the point when you know it, they stop doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They do that because they don't, know that they know us other folks don't know the law. When you start screaming out the law and let you know what page it's on and all that, you study that thing, they'll leave you alone. I did it plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
The police leave me alone. Yeah, they leave me alone for sure.
Yeah. I'll put that up there. I'm sorry. So we're right now, everybody, we are talking about snitching versus providing information to different people. I feel, in my opinion, that we need to change our frame of mind when it comes to snitching, what snitching means. Joker and I both said, like, snitching to me is you get caught and now you want to tell on somebody else. That I feel is snitching. Like, you got caught doing your dirt and now you want to bring some other people down. That's what I feel is snitching.
Yeah.
Providing information about a crime to help solve that crime, to get that out of our community, is not snitching, y'all. That's not snitching.
Yeah.
I don't feel that is snitching. I feel like we need to take our communities back. I was in Chicago and I had met this guy, and this guy, it was just a street. They policed that street. Mm-hmm. They came out with guns. They made sure that the kids were safe going to the bus stop. There were some dealers who set up shop on the corner. They got them dealers out that house. They said, no, not here. Not here. I think we need to do more of that. I'm not advocating getting guns and doing violence or anything like that, but I am advocating taking back our streets and having a safe community for our kids.
It's a lot of communities like that, though. It's some communities like that in Atlanta that they protect certain, especially gated communities and stuff too. That was rough in Atlanta. They a lot of them got that going on. I see a lot of people doing that there. It's a couple of neighborhood spots in West Virginia that I've seen. They talk about this other podcast I watch. It's a lot of that going on that the people's police in their neighborhoods, and it's working. And they know what I'm saying, they didn't have a crime in that area in a long time.
Exactly.
So I agree with you. I think it's time to somebody to step up and come together. A little squad to let people know, like, listen, we got kids here. We not doing. You can do whatever you want to do over here, down that way, but over here, these two streets, no, we're not doing that right
It's
there.
not happening.
Yeah.
And the more we do that, if we take it street by street, people, we can resolve the issue in our communities. Bam Fam said a lot of people is confused with the West Coast snitching. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the West Coast snitching, but I am familiar with the word snitching.
Yeah.
Bam Fam, and I feel that a lot of people are confused as to what snitching means. It's not snitching by providing information that can close a case. It's just not, y'all. It's just not. And
And the crazy thing about it though, it be that same person that you're not telling on, that you know what happened, is something happened to your child.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And then what's next? Then you like, I should have said something months ago. You know, I noticed the young man that did this so and so, so and so. You know what I mean? He's still walking around. You know, he's still out here, you know, doing some, you know, and it
mhm.
shouldn't come to that, you know?
Yeah. Tamara said it doesn't make it right, but the hood feels otherwise. Yeah, and we really have to change that. Like I'm just gonna let go and let God. I
Yeah.
have some things in my heart because I love my community. I love my hometown. I think it is a safe place to raise kids. The only issues that we have is when outsiders come into play. That's the only issues that we have. I want that community back where the Miss Reese is saying, "Don't you go up them stairs, gal." And,
That's
and
right.
Miss Tina and Miss Emily, "Gal, I see you. It's dark. You better go home."
That's right.
We
That's
need
right.
we need that back, right, Joker? That's what you
Right.
said.
That's right.
We need that
Right.
back.
We need that back. You know, I've been like I said, I remember back in the day, even in the east side, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? Still, when I was coming up,
Mhm.
like, when I was, a still teenager, but graduated high school, working, whatever, still same thing. We looked out for the neighborhood. We remember the block clubs?
Yes. Oh my God, we need those. That is
Block
we
clubs
talk
that,
about
that saved a lot of crime. Believe it or not, it did. It saved a lot of crime. Then what happened? They even took the block club signs down. Remember, every block club sign had a name. They all had
yeah,
they just swept that under the rug.
yeah.
Why?
Th-
What happened? My
Yeah.
dad was part of that movement.
So you're familiar with it.
Yeah, my dad was part of the movement when he was digging in the church and in the Mother Street Empire. Like, saying Devonair, no. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And that's when I first met Devonair for the first time, being a Divine Devonair fan. They had them block clubs. They always came to perform and stuff. They did donations and they did stuff for the kids. I remember them coming down and coming in the neighborhood, and they they used to bring the local entertainment to, come down and Divine Devonair perform. Yeah, all that. Man, all that was going on. Like, we saved a lot of lives doing that.
yeah,
They saved a
Bam,
lot of lives doing that. Now what happened to it? And there's no more black clubs.
we need that again. Bam Fam said West Coast snitch is about you tell on somebody whether they did something or not. You get the stitches. So a lot of people confuse the word snitching because of what a West Coast was saying as far as gang related. Yeah, snitches get stitches. Come on, people. We listen.
Yeah.
We need to change that mindset. We need to reset our thinking about what it is to snitch. We really have to do that because these cases are not going to be solved. I'm tired of these open cases, and I know, like in the Buffalo area, I know there's so many open cases because people are refusing to come forward, and I know a lot of people are afraid of retaliation. I know a lot of people are afraid of retaliation, but I feel that the more we do it, the more they will be afraid of us because we are standing up for what is right. We are standing up for our communities and saying, no more of this. I want my 7-year-old child, to be safe playing in the yard and not get hit by a stray bullet. I want my
Right.
10-year-old grandchild to be safe going to the store at the end of the street and not be hit by a stray bullet. And if
Right,
she is
right.
hit by a stray bullet, I need you to step up and say something if you know something.
That's right. That's right.
There's nothing wrong with that, y'all. There's
Different though,
nothing
and
wrong with
I
that.
think that need to be brought up on the next meeting that you go to, is like, bring back the block clubs again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we fund that, and then the crazy about that though, they fund that neighborhood themselves. They didn't ask more money for the county. They didn't ask money from the government. They fund that from the churches coming together. They fund that doing selling hot dogs and hamburgers, big good sales, yard shop. Remember they had a yard sale
Mm-hmm.
on Miller Street. So everybody to get like 20 things in your house you want to sell, put it out there, and that money went towards the block club committee to where they can use that to protect this, protect the block, take the kids out to Darien Lake, stuff like that. They did a lot of that type of. They did the funding ourselves. But then when they said when every block started doing it all across the east side, all the way to the west side, then they gave us funding. They was willing to to donate in different places. I know the pizza spot Bocce's, you know what I'm saying, donated by in a certain day of the week, represent certain neighborhoods. So every pizza that was sold, a percentage went towards that block club for that area because they serve pizza in that area on delivery. So they did all type. Everybody got involved. You know what I mean? Famous Donuts. I remember they got involved. Fundraising.
More
You know what I mean?
involved.
All that back in the day. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember different organizations coming to the Gates projects where I grew up. I remember them coming and we would make pizza outside. I remember us making Hawaiian pizza. I'll never forget that. I
Yeah.
remember the skate parties we used to go to, and there's none of that anymore.
They did. I mean, I remember one time there was like 6, 7 churches on the east side came together on a block club, and they bought the whole area. I remember the whole area of Broadway all went to Skateland for a piece of skate party and stop the violence party, and that joint was packed and nobody was outside. Like that whole area of kids was dead for like 5 hours, and everybody was at the new Skateland on Ferry. I remember that. Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need to bring our community back. One of the other things that I wanted to address was an incident that happened at Shawnee Mission School District Center for Academic Achievement. This happened around towards the end of November, and some of you may have heard about this incident. 15-year-old Brey'Anna Brown, she defended herself after she heard some white students calling black students or addressing black students as slaves, saying that black students were slaves. So she addressed them. And when she addressed them, she got into it with a young lady. They didn't get into any physical altercation. They said what they said, and they were walking away. As they were walking away, a young gentleman who was white told, he said, I believe he told her to shut the F up or something like that. He told her something. He said something, and she said, "Who said that?" So they came together, and he hit her. Like he pushed her first.
Yeah.
She defended herself, but she was the one that was suspended for a length of time. So the students got together and they began to protest. They didn't wait for the school to do anything because they saw that the school wasn't doing enough, and they got together to protest. She was expelled from school and he was suspended.
How is that protest going now? They still protesting?
Yep, I'm looking at it now. So more than 1,000 students walked out of the Shawnee Mission South after the racial incident. That's good. So there were this is dated November 30th. I was supposed to talk about this last Thursday, everybody. So let me just read you what is being addressed on KCTV Channel 5. Students at Shawnee Mission South High School led a walkout Thursday at 11 a.m. to show solidarity with their peers at Shawnee Mission East. The walkout came after 15-year-old Brey'Anna Brown and a 15-year-old white student used the N-word and fought a black female, which was Brey'Anna Brown. More than 1,000 students participate, and according to the student organizer, who was Ace Cofield. I'm so proud of these students, so proud of them. They're saying, what's the Shawnee Mission District to do? What do they want to be? Does it want to be known for a school district that lets kids say the N-word, beat up a girl, put her in the hospital, and then return back to school? Or is it really about it's saying that it's really about what the district wants to do. the ball really is in their hands right now. They can either shoot it or pass it. These students are not playing any games, y'all. Students are asking for the white student to be expelled as well, a stricter policy on racism as well. If you Google Shawnee Mission High School, you'll see a lot. They've had a lot of different incidents over the last 10, 15 years. So this is not the first incident where there's been racial bias addressed. There's been a lot. So Charlize Littlejohn goes to Shawnee Mission High School as well, but attended the Walkout at South. She's attending Shawnee Mission East, and this happened at Shawnee Mission South. She said, when I experienced being called the N-word by someone one time, the school even tried to throw in the excuse that it's in songs. So the school tried to say that it's in songs. People hear it, so they're going to say it, which is not acceptable. It's not acceptable anywhere. It's right. Not acceptable anywhere. So I feel that I'm happy that the students are addressing it and putting pressure on the school to make some changes. But what are your thoughts? What's your thoughts on this situation, bro? Because for you have kids who may have found some prejudices on both sides. I've spoken to my brother Eddie on several occasions because he's mixed race, and he said one of the issues that he always had is that he felt like he never fit in on the white side or the black side because he felt prejudiceness on both sides. So what are your thoughts on this, and how did your kids experience any racism at all?
Definitely have. They have. One thing that I tell Miss kids, even my kids, that you're black in the eyes of the government. If you're mixed, you're African American. Hands down.
Yeah, it goes by the father, they always said.
Yeah, yes.
And
right.
anyways, I mean, a little bit of black is, you can't get rid of us. You just can't.
So so we'll keep that right there. And it is what it is. So so if you didn't get, me as a black man, I didn't get in on my black side either. While you playing with it, I'm not close to my family as it is today. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I get it. My family is my people who I do business with and our friends and people I can go to. That's my family. I don't, so because they blood family, I mean they're family. So
right.
Let me throw that.
This year. I have definitely learned that this year.
Yeah, I go ahead and put that out there. But if there's some people feel like that, that's mixed kids. They need to get educated that you're African American. When you fill out that application, you check African American all day. Even if you still look Caucasian, still do that. Like, like my kids look Puerto Rican. Everybody think they was Puerto Rican. But,
that's that melanin in you. It comes out. So your kids are going to be more of a caramel color. It's the melanin, y'all. Like a little bit of us is going to come through, whether it's going to come through the hair, the skin, the speech, the
features,
the
body shape, all that.
Yeah.
So they gotta be educated. If they feel that way, that means they have not been educated enough. And that's the parents' fault on that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to, if I had a button with canary yellow, you know what I'm saying? Because that's your mama's fault. I would put that in there.
So in other news, Ashanti allegedly is pregnant at the age of 43, y'all, with her first baby.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ashanti, you must really be in love to be in your 40s having a baby, because I can't.
By Nelly at that.
By Nelly at that. What are your thoughts on it? And those of you who are joining,
congratulations! I love it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they've been a good couple since day one. They should never broke up in the first place.
Yeah,
everybody was involved in that, and Gotti hating right now because
I heard that.
Yeah, he definitely in his feelings right now. calm down, Herb. Relax your nerve on that one, dog. I mean, you had your chance. You know what I'm saying? Put the hay hat down, relax. You had your turn, big dog.
Did you see the memes that they had?
Internet's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
Internet is not fair, man.
They ran through the mud yesterday.
Yeah, internet is not ish. That's for sure. But I see those memes today. I'm like, y'all wrong for that. I'm off. I'm off the internet. I'm not strolling no more.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm done strolling for the day. Y'all doing too much. Like, yeah, oh my God.
So I also want to talk about. So you're familiar with Krishan and Blueface and their antics.
Yeah.
I did see the interview with his mom, Carlissa, with Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee. It was a really great interview. I viewed her differently because before I was like, wow, like how was he raised to be doing these antics? But he went through a lot in his life. And unfortunately, when you go through a traumatic experiences, it changes you.
Yeah.
It changes you. Bam Fam said, I'm not African Americans, I'm Black American. Why don't they call white people European American? You know what? I started dropping that African American as well. And saying Black American as well, Bam Fam.
Yeah.
Because that's how I feel. Because unfortunately, we aren't even accepted by our African counterparts, our African brothers and sisters. They don't view us as African, unfortunately.
Right.
That's another thing that we need to address. We need to address that. But so I did see the interview with Jason Lee, Hollywood Unlocked, with Carlissa, and she spoke a lot about how Blueface grew up, the things that he dealt with. Unfortunately, when his brother went to jail, who he viewed, I mean, that was his big brother, and the big brother was helping to raise him because his mom was young like I was. That's probably why her story resonated so well with me. She was a young mom doing it on her own and trying to figure it out, trying to make sure that the kids were taken care of. And sometimes you have these latchkey babies where the mom is at work or the parents are at work and the big brother or sister has to take care of everything. And that's what was being done. And what I gathered from the interview with Carlissa, Blueface mom, is that the brother Andre probably took on that role. I saw my son when me and my ex broke up, my oldest son took on that role as the man of the house. He still uses that role. Like all my kids respect him.
That's right.
All my kids, they listen to him. He took on that role as the head of the household. And I feel like the brother, the older brother, his name is Andre, may have taken on that role. And in taking on that role and trying to help mom out, he may have turned to the streets.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I gathered. But in the latest antics with Blueface and Krishan, Blueface went to Krishan's house around 4:00 in the morning. And because she was not there, she was out doing her, like they aren't together. He got offended, took the baby, didn't even have a baby clothes, just had the baby in like a onesie, went live. Now the whole world is talking about it. This is what they do. The whole world is talking about it. And what's your thoughts on that? Should he have taken the baby out just because Krishan was not there? Because they aren't really together.
Yeah, everybody getting their feelings. You got to separate those things, man. When it comes to the kids, it was the thing because she was doing her. She was doing her. That had nothing to do with the kids.
Right, that's what I felt. Like it had nothing to do with the kids. It was because she was out doing her, and she was not readily accessible for him.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of men. Well, not a lot of men. I've seen men that will not do anything for their children because the mom refuses to deal with them. I know of situations like that where that has happened.
I do too.
Yeah. So Bam Fam is addressing our earlier conversation, and he said, "My ancestors came from the Blackfoot Indians in America. that we do not get the proper respect and dignity as the Seneca Onondagas and so on. Something has to change. Where is our money? I feel that, listen, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel like we need to be getting $5,000 a week.
That's
I
right.
really feel that. They need to put that in our pockets.
That's right.
The things
But
that
see,
we as Black
those are
Americans
the
have
things that we talked about before. These are the things that we talked about before months ago, when around August before the primaries. That's why it's so important for everybody to come together and vote for those things. So the only person that brought that to the attention, a little bit of attention in that, was Obama, and then it got swept under the rug after that. You know what I mean? That's why it's so important to vote. Everybody that's in that tree, where you from, everybody got to come together. Everybody got to be consistent. You can't hold up. You know what I'm saying? One thing about us color folks, we not consistent enough. You know what I mean? For something to really pass it. They doing that same thing with the Black Lives Matter. They knew it was going to fade away. You know what I mean? It was longer than they thought it was going to be, but they knew it was going to fade away. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, when the Civil Rights Movement, we didn't give up. How long did it take for certain laws to be changed? It was still going on. How long did it take for the buses?
It was
It took a long time. It took almost a year, didn't it?
Yeah, and we are still dealing with some civil rights issues. And it's 2023.
But you got to keep going. You can't stop. Once you start something, you can't stop. Everybody want to relax. They'll do it for the Black Lives Matter, but it's still going on right now. Should be protesting, marching right now still.
Yeah. Are we relaxing, or have we been pacified? Because a lot of people thought that those stimulus checks were just a pacification. A lot of people felt like that, and I am one. I felt like, we need to.
That was a distraction.
It was a distraction. Yes, thank you so much, Bam Bam. It was definitely a distraction. I agree with that.
It distracted. Same thing with the Diddy thing. The Diddy thing went on, right? Then they passed it a whole nother law on CNN the same week. And people missed. That people missed. If I talk about it, we'll get flagged though. If I talk about it right now, we'll get flagged. They'll knock us out of YouTube. But if you do the research, a whole new law came about. They used that Diddy thing to distract us. CNN got a big old alert thing going on at the same time, and we missed it. And it got something to do with our women. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
into that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So every time something go on, like something bad goes on, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure it's like I got information too that's going on with Suge Knight right now. It didn't hit the tabloids yet. But when it do, they're gonna wait. You know what I mean? And we could talk about this off air. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna wait until it's the right time to do it, so they can add something else into the fire, into the laws that we can miss, because everybody focus on the Suge Knight situation. Everybody focus on the Diddy situation. Everybody, anything else that come back in tabloids and the celebrity, they use those as cover up baits so they can go ahead and do what they do, and it's working. We get caught because of social media. That's the first thing that we do. We go straight to the social media and we bomb it up. We bomb it up on all the platforms, and then we miss the law that's on the news. If it's, to cover up. You know what I mean? So we got to be more careful.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on all of these allegations and the people that are coming forward talking about Diddy? I saw Columbus Short. I saw an Instagram post, a reel where he was talking about Diddy tried to come after him. Then you have the bodyguards, the security.
It's coming to the light on a lot of things, but also a lot of them things is false. A lot of them is true. But, from the resources that I get that, saying, and 90% of the time that things is going on is Diddy ain't even there. You know what I mean? On certain things. I believe a lot of the things like the beating Cassie, I believe that. You know what I'm saying? The ST word, that part right there. I believe some of it, but I don't think it was consistent.
Mm.
I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm not justifying it, nothing like that. But they make it seem like that it was part of a routine. You know what I mean? Like the Bill Cosby thing, but it wasn't.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
What about the allegations that 50 Cent talked about? That was kind of damning.
Yeah,
Um,
and like I said, that probably did happen, and it probably did. Like some of the stuff that John Ron White say could be true because she was the fly on the wall, but some of the stuff she wasn't there. Some stuff she was the fly on the wall scene, but the stuff that she seen, you even know that if you watch all her interviews again, she's more passionate about those. But the things that she hear about, she in this passion, she just break it down of the facts that she got from the people who said it.
mhm.
See, people got to listen to the interview. You got to listen to those ones.
Mm. I'm definitely
You
going to
know?
go back and listen to. I've watched quite a few of her interviews, and she is very insightful and, provides a
I'm
lot
not
of
saying she's
information.
lying, but y'all got to see how she's saying it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But the things that she do see, she's real passionate about it. You see her body language change, or something that she hear from a third party that knows, that been around, and she hung around that same people. Then it's a different type of body language. So you got to really
Mhm.
study her interview. She had a 2.5 hour interview. That's real popular right now. That people taking clippings off of it. Off of it. She
Which
using it.
interview was that? Who was that with?
And then I think the name of the podcast was a life something.
Oh, okay.
Her sitting on the couch, on the blue couch with the lights behind her.
Yep. Is that the
That's what-
newest one?
Well, they have the old one, but then they put up a new one of
Yeah.
the whole video that they didn't. They took certain things out. Now they since everything in the open now, they relaunched that new one with some new scenes in it and everything. So you definitely can check that out. And I'm saying, like I'm saying, you got to be careful of how she's saying it. You got to be careful about a lot of things because because I got a source that I talked to on the phone with her mouth. We could talk about this off air. And I already talked to Dawn about it, so I can't really say too much on the platform because they'll take us down. But and this is the word. This is the man that been around this certain person, and everybody, saying, and they even got this man banned from being in the country and everything. But now they want him to come back. They want him to
Oh, I think I
come
know.
back. They want to interview him now, and he like, nope. I told y'all before. Y'all banned me. He refused. So those who know the story of the Tupac, Biggie, Diddy, Suge Knight, that four surrounding thing in the 90s, y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think I know who you are talking about.
But yeah, y'all banned him. Now y'all want him to talk. Now y'all want him to get his book out. Now y'all want to help him get his movie out. You got everything ready. Y'all banned him. Saying he's a real good friend of one of my mentors. He's a godfather of one of my mentors. And and I'm like, now y'all want him to talk and he's not gonna do it nice. And now y'all have to wait till all this happened with Cassie. Now y'all want me to come up. Hey, nah, dog, I'm good. He said, y'all handle that yourself and good luck. And because he's probably one of the cream of the crop of the case. And now he been wanting to say something, but now y'all banned him, and now y'all want him to talk. Nah, I would, and I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I ain't blame him. I ain't blame him. My blessings go out and to all the people that been through the things they've been through in the situation, if it's true. You know what I mean? Because that's not cool. Because I have daughters too. But at the end of the day, everybody want to play the field until it's real.
Exactly. And
When
speaking
it
of
get
that,
real, everybody want to open their mouth now.
speaking of getting real, we talked earlier about the incident at Club Marcello's. We talked earlier on the morning show with the Joker and Vet Green. Make sure if you have not taken or subscribed to Green Ties Media, make sure you do that right now. Please go to YouTube and subscribe to Green Ties Media and check out the morning show every day. We are there live from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. It is a dope morning show. We talk about a lot of things. The morning show is so dope, isn't it, Tamara?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining again. Tamara is one of our loyal listeners as well. But speaking of that, we talked about the incident that happened at Club Marcello as well. they have arraigned a few people. They have arraigned 2 people. And this is being reported by the Buffalo News. Let me just make sure that this is being reported by the Buffalo News. I want to get my stuff right. So Ramon Lopez, who is 29, and Yeramel Benitez, who is 20, they're both from Buffalo, was arraigned for their alleged role in a gang assault at Club Marcellus. The assault happened December 3rd, this past weekend, which left the male victim with severe injuries after being shot in the incident. The victim is still in ECMC. Erie County District Attorney John Flynn announced the arrangements. Both men faced Buffalo City Court Judge Andrew Lotempio. I remember Lotempio, and they are charged with 1 count of first-degree gang assault, which is a Class B violent felony. The assault occurred in Club Marcella's bathroom. Now that's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary right there. In the bathroom.
Yeah.
That means they were watching this individual, and the individual must not have been paying attention to. I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people who's in the streets. And one thing I do know is that when you are in the streets, a lot of people do not go into clubs because of situations just like that. Am I lying, bro?
You're right. You're right. You got to move different.
You got to move different. And if you go into clubs, you are watching the door because you want to know who's coming and going. You want to know.
Time. And it's this, and when I did go out, that was the thing down south, going to clubs and bars. Because I worked in the bars, I was a bouncer and all that too. And it's like, you know, I used to hate going out. You know what I mean? But when I do, I gotta be against the wall, close to the exit. You know what I mean? You know, I gotta be vigilant at all times, man. I got to make sure that, you know, when something go down, you know, and I hated them clubs that had one way in, one way out. I hated that. You know, them I call them trap houses, man. They, you know, there was a lot of those going on down south. That one way in, when that young brother then got shot outside the club, we had to walk over the body and stuff like that, man. I didn't like that. My mental health was definitely shot. You know, and then the clubs are soundproof. I was in the hallway and I heard the gunshots and I heard somebody say, "Don't do it, don't do it." Well, you know, the shots were so loud. I was in the hallway. I ducked and ran in, and everybody was just looking at me like I was crazy. Everybody still in the club like nothing going on. Like, y'all don't even know what's gonna happen out there. Like, you know, and it really messed with me. I you know, I didn't have no therapy or nothing. I was very, you know, that you know, that's a scary situation.
Let's talk about that. The therapy or the healing that is needed when you see things like that. Because like I said, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people who are in the streets, who have been in the streets. And what I've learned is that you have to move differently. I know people that if a car is coming down the street, they are watching that car from the end of the street, from the beginning of the street where they're starting until that car is off the street. They will stop a full conversation to see who this is because they are watching their back. They are moving differently. So I wonder what was going on in this guy's, and not to say that he should have been shot because he wasn't paying attention. Like, that makes no sense.
Right.
But I am just addressing what I know and just listen. This is we learn, we teach, and we want to reach people. So I want to reach those individuals who are out there and let you know that if you are going to be in the streets, you know, you're not a civilian anymore. You have to move differently. So the defendants were detained without bail and will return to court for a felony hearing on December 8th, which is Thursday. If found guilty, Lopez and Benitez could serve up to 25 years in prison. DA Flynn commended the Buffalo Police Department for their work because it happened quickly. The shooting happened over the weekend. They have already arraigned 2 individuals that were alleged parts of the situation. Let's move different.
Yeah, you got to move different. You know, and you know what I'm saying? That, you know, we always stay vigilant in Lackawanna, man. It's like, you know, we stayed on that little porch right there, at Miss Hall house right there. That was our little spot. And yeah, we stayed, you know, that corner was right there, ridge right there. Even the cars going past this way, we know what I'm saying? What that so-and-so car going over the bridge? You know what I'm saying? We wanted to know, so if something ever went down, we'll know what's going on and know, you know what I'm saying? So, something come up, like, no, that wasn't him. We see him go over the bridge. Like, we stayed, focus on everything, man. We didn't miss nothing. Being outside that
Mhm.
in front of that little apartment building right there, man. And but yeah, you guys, you got to move different, man. Even you ain't in the streets, and you affiliated, or you got a homie, you still got to move like you already in the game,
Mhm.
just to be safe. You know what I mean? That's what I
Mhm.
did. That's what I did. I had to, yeah, I stayed in my little lane, but I still was,
Me too.
I was, yeah. Look at that. That was me.
I pay attention. I was just telling my kids not too long ago to pay attention when you go into public places. Pay attention because a lot of times that's the issue. We don't pay attention. When you see something, say something.
Even
Don't
right
be
now with the
afraid.
holidays, like you going to the mall, you know what I mean? Or something you shopping, you got to know who you parked at. You got to know a car next to you. It may listen. One of my aunties right now, when she go to a place like that now during the holidays,
Mhm.
the top 6 cars that's around her, she right
Mhm.
there. She writes they license plates
Mm. I
before she
know
goes
that's
to the
right.
mall.
I know that's right. I pay attention too.
Yeah, yeah.
I pay attention too. Why am I? Can you hear? Am I sounding okay now?
Yeah, you good. You sound good. Yeah, you there going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
I have another story before we get off. So the city of Buffalo employee was arrested in a major drug bust following a joint investigation. This is being reported by WGRZ TV. Let me just run that back. City of Buffalo employee arrested in major drug bust following a joint investigation. So, a City of Buffalo employee, Bernard Brown, was arrested following an 8-month joint investigation by the Erie County Sheriff's Office, the FBI, and the Buffalo Police Department. Brown works in the Department of Public Works, was found to be storing and selling large quantities of cocaine in Buffalo and Erie County. Law enforcement conducted surveillance and obtained search warrants, resulting in the seizure of significant amount of cocaine, scales, and packaging materials. Brown is facing multiple charges, including possession of controlled substance, and could face up to 20 years in prison if convicted. They're saying that the arrest does not reflect the actions of other City of Buffalo employees, and Brown has been suspended without pay. Additionally, law enforcement is seeking assistance in locating another individual whose 9-tab, it's spelled Naim tab, TABB, who is wanted in relation to a large fentanyl and illegal weapon seizure. Woo child.
Yeah, I read about this a couple days ago. Yeah,
Woo child. I
yeah,
just listen. Woo child.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think this is the same person that I know, Nard. I know this brother too. So
the name did sound familiar. That Bernard Brown.
yeah,
That's one of them names that you will not forget.
yeah.
Definitely one of them names.
Well,
But
yeah, you got to face some charges, dog.
mhm.
The
So
game
so
ain't like it used to be. This ain't the '90s. I don't know why they think this still the '90s. You can't do that. You can't do that no more, dog. I don't even feel sorry for the brother, man. Come on, man. That's old school. You got to know. Yeah, and I ain't gonna tell nobody what to do. I ain't trying to support drug activity, but I'm just saying that's just stupid.
yeah, you got to be
Come
careful.
on, man. If
I
you
know
gonna do it,
people are
if you
gonna
gonna do something wrong, do wrong right.
yeah,
It is such
yeah.
thing as doing wrong right. It is. It really is.
I raise my hand. I know the struggle. I listen. I know the
Oh,
struggle
dog, man.
firsthand, and you
I don't even feel
you gonna
sorry
be
for
out
no
there.
boy,
Move
man.
different. Just
Hey, man.
move different.
That
So
that
we
decision, nah, you done, homie. You done.
you got any last thoughts or advice for the people that's listening?
But my advice is please be safe in these holiday seasons right now. Saying going
Mm,
out to eat, going shopping. I know the malls. I heard that the malls is very crazy right now around y'all way. You know what I mean? A couple of people posted up saying it's crazy right now because a lot of people did not go shopping on the Black Friday. They say this was This was the slowest Black Friday in the history of
I
Christmas.
heard that.
We all know
That
why.
online shopping. Yeah.
Mind is strong. We also know a lot because they dip the flamboyant. Those who didn't see the flamboyant they did on Target and all that with the prices, it's the same price and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you know what I'm saying, and how it was crooked on Black Friday. So yeah, but now it's getting real busy out there right now. Um, especially on the weekends. Especially the weekend I'm coming. I got to be extra careful because that's the same weekend that the Bills also playing at home.
Mm.
Too that weekend, and I'm coming for the holidays. Buffalo playing Christmas Eve at home, so it's like, what I'm saying. So even times like that, those who's coming into the city, like myself,
Mm.
got to do extra careful.
Gotta
We're
be
gonna be
careful.
driving. We're gonna stay focused. We're gonna stay vigilant. We're gonna stay prayed up, and all that. But just be safe, man. Just take that extra. You know what I mean? Do whatever you gotta do with the extra to make sure you're safe. I don't care if you gotta leave early. You gotta do like my auntie doing and write down nice the places that's around you. Just in case
Mm.
something go wrong. Please know how to lock your car. You know what I'm saying? Please keep that alarm on. Please make sure that nobody's watching you. Check
Mm.
other people's cars, see if somebody's watching, scoping. You know what I mean? Because that's what they do. They park and just look. You know what I mean? Really, really, if you got to ride around extra lap around the parking lot just to look at all the cars, what's
Mm.
going on,
Mm.
and people they do that extra type of stuff to do for safety, man. That's all I want
Yeah.
to give.
Arrive early if you're going to an event so you can check out, who's coming and going. I have started arriving early at events because I listen. You have to be safe. You have to be safe out here. What I want to leave people with is we have the power to take our streets and communities back. We have that power. We have to begin to exercise that power that we have. And in order to do that, one of the things that we need to do is speak up if we see something. It is not snitching. It is not snitching. Don't you want your community to be safe? Don't you want your grandbaby to be safe walking down the street? Don't you want your child to be safe playing in the yard?
Mm.
We can have that life. We can have that world. But we, as a people, have to be willing to step up and say enough is enough. We talked earlier about situations where we know that people actually took back their streets. I talked about a situation in Chicago. Joker talked about a few situations in North Carolina and Atlanta. So it's being done, everybody. We have the blueprint. The blueprint is there. We just need to exercise that.
That's right.
So
That's right.
again, speak up when you see something. It's not snitching. It's
Yeah.
not snitching, right? Snitching
Right.
is when you get caught and now you want to bring your sister or brother down. That's
Yeah.
snitching.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
You get caught, you got caught. Don't
That's
bring
right.
anybody else
Right.
in your mess.
Yeah. Like when I got caught back in the day stealing that Super Duper. You know what I'm
See?
saying? Two of my friends, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, and they didn't get caught. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was at Hills.
I was trying to snitch. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, they stole the apple pie too.
Right? You want you want to, right? I got caught. My girlfriend, I got caught.
Yeah.
I'm so scared. And I remember my friend's stepdad telling us that they have cameras in the ceiling, right?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
be careful of them cameras. So we are right under what my gut is telling me, girl, don't do this. Put it away.
Yeah.
You standing right up under a camera. I'm scared now. Now I'm scared to take this stuff out. Get caught walking out the door. My girlfriend is with me now. Both of us then did the dirt. Both
Yeah.
of us then did the dirt. She gets away with her stuff.
Yeah.
The only reason they take her is because she was with me. They
Right.
didn't check her for anything, so she got away with her stuff. And
Yeah.
I had my parents call. Oh my God.
Oh man.
I was
Yeah.
on punishment for a month.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. Yeah. I was that. I was that one. Yeah.
Woo, child, booby, booby, booby. Girl, have you grown?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't catch me stealing nothing. That was the first and last time. I don't do
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight for another episode of the Vet Green Show. Tomorrow we have Kitty Quinn. She is the podcast host for Hustle Season, which is a podcast that I really, really enjoy
Yeah.
watching. I can't wait to get on and talk with her. She's dope. I love her entrepreneurial spirit. I actually saw her at an event at the 716 Live Studios that was going on. She had some clothing because she has Kitty Quinn Kitty's Closet. Excuse me, she
Yeah.
has Kitty's Closet as well. So we're gonna have her on tomorrow night. We're gonna talk about how it feels to be an entrepreneur. You know what got her going on this journey that she's on right now, and starting this podcast and just talk about life. So
Yeah.
make sure you join us back tomorrow. We'll be at 7 p.m. tomorrow, everybody. More music, more information, more fun. We will see you tomorrow. Love you, long life.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
Have a
Yes.
great night. Oh, yes. And do not forget about the Players Ball, bro. You want to talk about it?
Yeah. Go to, yeah. Make sure you get them tickets. Get them tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely get those tickets right there. I don't know you. We have the drawing for tickets, or we gonna do
Yeah,
something
you
for it.
know what? That's a great idea. We are going to have a drawing for some tickets. I have some tickets available, y'all.
Yeah.
Green Ties Media is a sponsor for the Players Ball, so we have some incentive here to make sure this works. So make sure you get your tickets this week. You can actually get your ticket for $15. The ticket price is $20 right now, but you can get the tickets at a discount of $15 if you grab your ticket this week. You can
This
contact
week.
Marcus Lee, who's on Facebook, or Lit City Buffalo, to find out how you get your ticket information. I am very excited. I know that they were looking for vendors, and they also have a VIP section. I'm looking forward to this because I can get dressed up, and y'all know I love to get dressed up. I got
Yeah.
some dresses in the closet.
No
So I'm
doubt.
looking forward to this. So make sure you get your ticket to the Players Ball New Year's celebration happening happening Saturday, December
December
30th.
30th.
It
Yes.
begins at 8 p.m. and ends at 1 a.m. They're going to have live music. I'm sure they're going to have some live acts. I cannot wait to see who's going to perform, especially from the 1,000-mile tour. I cannot wait. I am so excited, bro. I hope you can stay. I really
Yeah.
do. We need to
I'm
do
definitely
some things.
gonna try to make it do what it do, because it look like it's gonna be fun. And I'm saying, I missed the Halloween, and I know they do a amazing job. I seen the footage of that, and I know this is gonna be amazing right here too, though. So I'm gonna try my best. I'm
Mhm.
gonna try my best. You know what I mean? No
Yeah.
doubt. We gonna end this joint, because everything we do here is just so wonderful. So we gonna play some either Divine, and
Ooh, that
then
song was in my mind all
yeah,
day.
yeah, we break records on here. Break records with videos on here, no doubt. So we be back tomorrow night at 7. Tune in tomorrow morning on the morning show. We see y'all in the
Yes.
morning. Peace.
The best, fastest growing morning.
You treat me better than the best, better than second best. Oh, give me all you got and give me the rest. Yes, you're talking to a real goddess. Yes, God bless. Still fresh off of Essence Fest. You're my latest and greatest. There's never, no, never, no duplicating. Oh, now waiting so patient when you're not around. I simply hate it. Wonderful, did you remember to tell them that? Oh, that I always had your back. I'm a rider till the wheels go round and round and spin off into infinity. So this image of me might be what it clearly might need to be. You're my latest, my baby. There's never, no, never, no, never, never, no, no duplicating. No, our wait is so patient when you're not around. I simply hate it. I ascertain sometimes I might be scatterbrained, and my heart is certainly not all terrain. That's so lame. So may I obtain some Novocaine. May I never complain when there's champagne. I check the mark like a trademark. A whole rider, theme park, a double park in front of Central Park. The black Joan of Arc, always sturdy, never no question marks.